Hello friends, welcome back to the another video lecture of OOP1 subject. In today's video lecture, we are going to discuss about operators in Java. So all of you know that what is meaning of operator. Let's see its definition. An operator is a symbol that tells the computer to perform certain mathematical or logical manipulations. Operators are used in program to manipulate data and variables. Java operators can be classified into number of related category as below. Here we have listed total 8 type of operator in Java. First of all, we have arithmetic operator. Second one is relational. Third one is logical operator. Fourth one is assignment operator. Fifth one is increment and decrement. Sixth one is conditional operator. Seventh is bitwise operator, and last and eighth is special operators. So let's start with our first operator, that is arithmetic operator. So Java provides all basic arithmetic operators like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division and modulo. So here we have listed first one is addition, or we can say it is a unary plus. Another one is subtraction, or we can say unary minus. Third one is multiplication, division and modular operator. Let's see its example. So here we have two values, a is equal to 20.5 and b is equal to 6.4. We are going to manipulate these things. So here we have performed our addition, a plus b. Here we have performed our subtraction, a minus b. Here we have performed multiplication, a multiply b. Here division, and here a modulo. So arithmetic operators can be used in these forms. We have another operator, that is a relational operator. For comparing two quantities, consider and keep in mind this thing. For comparing two quantities and depending on their relation, we take certain decisions. For example, we may compare the age of two persons or the price of two items and so on. This comparison can be done with the help of relational operator. If we are going to check our age is less than of someone's age or not, if we are going to check our age is less than or equal to someone's age, greater than or equal to, is equal to or not equal to. So for comparing two entities, we will use our operator, and that operator will be known as a relational operator. So here we have total 6 operators: less than equal to, greater than equal to, equal to, and not equal to. Example of relational operator. Here we have float variable a, b and c. Here we are comparing values of a and b, means a is less than b. Here we are comparing value again a and b, a greater than b. Here a is equal c, a less than or equal to c, a greater than or equal to b, b not equal to c, and b is equal a plus c. So this is the example of relational operator. Next operator is logical operator. In Java there is 3 logical operator. First one is logical AND, second one is logical OR, and third one is logical NOT. So this type of operator you have already learned into the DF subject. Here we have an example to understand these logical operators. So here a is equal C and b is equal D. Double AND means this both condition will have two true, means a is equal C and b is equal D. This both condition are true, then and then our this body part will be executed. For example, our a is equal to C means a is equal to 15 and c is equal to 15, condition true. B is equal to D means 30 condition true. If this both condition true, then all condition will be true. This is the meaning of double AND operator. Here we have another operator, that is OR operator. Here a less than b or a less than c. Here for AND operator we have checked that both condition must be true, but for OR operator either this condition or this condition will be true. If both conditions are true, then no worry, whole condition will be true. But if either condition is true, means A less than B is true or A less than C is true, then our whole condition will be true. This is the difference between AND and OR. Here both condition must be true. Here any condition must be true. Here our third is A not equal to B. A is equal to 15, B is equal to 13. So A is not equal to B. Then this part will be executed. Otherwise, this part will be executed. So these are the logical operators: logical AND, logical OR, and logical NOT. Then after we have assignment operator. Assignment operator, in short, it is equal to. If we are assigning any values to our variables, then we will use assignment operator and it will be equal. A is equal to 10 means we are assigning value 10 to the A, then we are using this equal sign, and this equal sign will be our assignment operator. Java will have some shorthand operators also. Here we have statement A is equal to A plus 1, A is equal to A into 1, A is equal to A into n plus 1. So in case of this operator we can use our shorthand operator. Instead of A is equal to A plus 1, we can use A plus is equal to 1. Keep in mind that A is equal to A plus 1 means both side we have same operator, then and then we can use our shorthand operator. A is equal to A plus 1, then A plus 1 is equal to 1. A is equal to A into 1, then A into is equal to 1. A is equal to A into n plus 1, then A into is equal to n plus 1. A is equal to A divided by n plus 1, then A divided by is equal to n plus 1. And last, A is equal to A modular B, then A modular is equal to B. But for using shorthand operator, condition is that we will have same operator on the both side, then and then we can use our shorthand operator. Now increment and decrement operator. Java has two increment and decrement operator. One is plus plus and another one is minus minus. Plus plus will add 1 into the variable and minus minus will remove 1 from the variable. We have plus plus m or m plus plus. We have minus minus m or m minus minus, where plus plus m is equal to the m plus 1 and minus minus is equal to the m is equal to m minus 1. Okay. Next operator is conditional operator. In conditional operator we will have a pair of question mark and this colon. exp1 means expression 1, question mark expression 2, colon expression 3. Means with example we will understand that A greater than B, question mark A colon B. Means if A greater than B condition will be true, then value A will be assigned to X. If A greater than B condition is false, then B value will be assigned to the X. It is same to the if A greater than B, then X is equal to A, else X is equal to B. So this is the very short operator, that is conditional operator, that we can use instead of this if else condition. Here A greater than B, then our first question mark A colon B, means if our condition is true, then our first variable will be used. If condition is false, then our second variable will be used. So this is example of conditional operator. Now let's check for bitwise operator. Java is a distinct supporting special operator known as bitwise operator for manipulation of data at values of bit level. That you have already studied into the BE subject and DF subject. What is bitwise AND, what is bitwise OR, bitwise exclusive OR, ones complement, shift left, shift right. So this operator will be used for the bit level operations. For example, if we have AND, then 0101 and 0011, so AND value of these two will be 0001. We have again OR 0101 or 0011, then OR value of these two will be 0111. For XOR values will be 0110. For NOT values will be 1000. If we shift left, then it will be 1110. For this we will shift right, then this will be 0011. So these all are the bit level operators that you have already studied and learned into the DF subject. Now special characters, or we can say special operators. Java supports some special operator. In it, first one is instance of operator and second one is dot operator. So the instance of an object is referred operator and returns true if the object of the left hand side is an instance of the class given on the right hand side. This operator allows us to determine whether the object belongs to a particular class or not. That we will learn by an example. Here, person instance of student. Here we have two things. We have a person and a student. If our person is a member and student is a class, means a person is a object and student is a class, then it will be true if the object person belongs to the class student. Means in class student, if person object is available, then this will be true, otherwise it will be false. Means here our syntax will be object instance of class. If this object is belongs to this class, then this will be true. If this object is not belongs to this class, then this will be false. So here our operator is instance of. Our next operator is dot operator. The dot operator is used to access instance variable in method of the class object. This we have already studied in examples. If we want to access age variable of some class, then we will use that class objects person1 dot age. If we want to call salary method from some class, then we will use that object dot salary for referring that salary method from that class. It is used to access classes and sub packages from a package. Okay, so this is it for operators. If you like this video, like, comment and subscribe. Also share it with your friends. Thank you.